Now, when Glasgow's 43-year-old subway fleet was replaced with new trains this year, attention turned to what might happen to the old carriages. Most were sent to be broken down into parts or sent to scrap. But some have been saved, with around a dozen now being transferred to new homes across the city. Fraser Nicoll has been out and about above ground to find them.
Keep it coming back.
After spending decades underground, Carriage 124 has arrived at its final destination. This nursery in the East End now has a Glasgow subway train in its own backyard.
I want to ride it.
You want to ride on the train?
Yes. I like orange.
You like orange? You like the colour?
Oh, they're so excited. We've been talking about it for the past week, but it's been a big surprise for them, so they didn't really find out until this morning what was getting delivered. The children will be mainly using this for role play and possibly snack times. Every day it will probably be used differently.
It's one of around 20 that has managed to be kept after the fleet was taken out of service earlier this year. All this week, the trains have been lifted, loaded onto lorries from this depot in Govan, and then off they went to their new homes. Railway enthusiast Ben has been overseeing the project after campaigning to save them from the scrap heap.
I'm absolutely delighted. This is the fruits of our labours. I've put about 1,000 hours into this to make sure that this happens and we take them to as many places as possible.
So where have the other ones got to? As well as the Ivy in the Park nursery, one is also going to Beetroot Community Centre in Balornick.
I think it'll be great for the centre. Depends on what they're going to do with it. But I suppose there are dozens of things that could be used for.
Glasgow businessman Joe Mulholland has bought 11 of the carriages, which he's hoping to turn into business and arts spaces in Finnieston.
I'm hoping that 2 or 4 of them may be linked with the restaurant, which we already have planning permission for, and people will be able to eat in these places. There's all sorts of possibilities, and I'm hoping that it will bring another wider variety of people into our places, but into Finnieston itself.
The city's Riverside Museum welcomed a carriage in the summer, which is already proving popular as an exhibit.
I think it's great to see it preserved. There's actually on the new one only last week. It's like quite a lot smaller than a lot of the other subways around the world, and I just think it's really, really cute.
See the later generation, they can just see how we used to travel.
Well, we had been in discussion with SPT for almost a decade, and whenever they were going to get rid of the Clockwork Orange, the new trains, we said we'd love to have one here in the museum and tell a little bit about the story of how they came about, their design, and some of the people who worked on them over the years.
And some Glasgow residents have even managed to get their hands on a piece of history.
Here she is in all her glory.
Flatmates Kai and Maya bought this retro subway seat off TikTok.
But the first thing we need to get for it is legs, and then we're not like very good at DIY, but we're gonna give it a go anyway.
I love going into work and telling people, you know, I have the subway seat in my house. Some of them can't believe it. I show them a photo and they're like, "Oh my God, you actually have the subway seat?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It's like a proud moment, you know.
That's it.
These trains have served Glasgow for the last 43 years, and it's the people of this city that have ensured a part of them will always be remembered here. Fraser Nicoll, STV News.